It's another travel tip. What's in the bag? Diving even deeper.
So let's delve a little bit deeper into what is in my medicine kit. So I might be overly prepared, and you don't need to bring all of this if it is not important to you. And especially if you are traveling with other people, everybody doesn't need to bring a kit like this. You can break it up amongst your luggage. So what I have here is I have in the side pocket anti-itch cream, bugs, sand fleas, whatever it happens to be. I've got antibiotic, and I have got Orajel. You get a toothache on board, man, you want to make sure you have that. Inside, this is a standard little first aid kit. So it has bandages and alcohol wipes and all of that kind of good stuff. And you can throw this in your backpack once you get there. Always have to have your anti-diarrhea, anti-nausal. This is just a small container of cooling aloe gel for those who might get sun or too much sun. Anti-gas, anti-acid. You're going to be eating a lot of different foods that you might not be used to. Ginger chews. Ginger chews are great for not only an upset stomach because of overeating, but if the movement of the ship is bothering you a little bit, I would first go to a ginger chew. I have cough drops. I have a generic cold medicine, take care of everything. Here I have some liquid IV, and here is Airborne. So these tablets, you drop them into some water and they fizz, and they help keep your immune system up during your trip. So that's what I carry for my med kit. So this one I call my laundry bag, but it's not all laundry, but most of it is laundry related. So in here we have, this is Wrinkle Release. Now it doesn't have to be this brand, and I'm intentionally not showing you the brand, but this is great stuff. You spray it on, you hang your things, you smooth it out with your hands. Don't need to do a lot of ironing. So that's good to have. Over here in one of my other videos, I had talked to you about how to keep your water bottle clean. So that's what these are. This is cellulose sponge, already preloaded with dish soap. Keep everything clean. Also in here is I have a small container of liquid laundry soap. So I can do laundry in the sink, or on some ships they have laundromats available for you, and that way I don't have to buy it. Always you want to have the stain stick. This is something, you get something on there, you rub, and then when you get home, hopefully that stain comes right out. Some dryer sheets. I already showed you that, but I also have in here a small scissor. Now this is allowable. You can take this both through TSA and through port security. It's got to be under a 4-inch blade, and it has to not have a sharp edge. A sharp tip, pardon me. So that is allowable to take, and you'd be surprised how many times you need to cut a little something off. This is a nightlight. So it's a plug-in nightlight, and it actually is one that has a dark sensor on it. So some ships are now coming with nightlights in the bathroom. Others have yet to do that upgrade, but in the dark of a sea night, you really need to be able to find your way into the bathroom. And then this little thing right here is important if you're a cruiser. So if you learn nothing else from this video, bring one of these. So this is a card that came, actually I believe it came with a health insurance card, and this says intentionally blank. But I keep it because in your light, in your stateroom, the light requires a card to be inserted in the slot to activate the light. So instead of using your CPAS card or your room key, you can leave this in there, and then your lights work all the time. That's my laundry bag. So my Castaway Cay, or my beach prepared package, that I just take this out of the suitcase, throw it right into my backpack, and off I go. Here's what I carry. So I always have a separate pair of sandals or flip-flops that are only for the sand. I don't want to be tracking that stuff back all over the place, and I do like to get the sand off of my feet before I do a lot of walking. So that is a pair for that. Also, sunscreen. Obviously, I can't say it enough. If you are going to a beach, you need sunscreen. End of that discussion. So in here, these are towel bands. So these just wrap your towel and secure them to the edge of your lounge chair, and that way your towel doesn't blow away. This is a very thin, and I'm not going to say the brand name, but I think you know it. So this is a towel that wraps up, and it's huge when you unwrap it, but the sand doesn't stick to it. It's the most amazing thing. So it is great in addition to the towels that the ships give you. I always make sure I have that. And here is really the most important thing. So this is a small container of baby powder. So when you come off and you might be a little bit wet or the sand is sticking to you and you just can't wipe it off between your toes, your hands, baby powder does the trick. It will get you dry and the sand will come right off. So all of that conveniently in a bag, ready to go. I'm not going to take you on a full tour of my personal care items. I think you can figure out what you need to bring, but there are some things in here that I think that you need to be aware of, and that is really organization. So I have several different containers, and they all have different things in them. So my makeup is in one. That one I think is pretty obvious. I think most women have a separate bag that they take all of their makeup. So this bag right here, the only thing I really need to make sure that you carry, you can always get a toothbrush, soap, shampoo, all of that you can always get on ship. But man, let me tell you, bring a fresh container of your deodorant antiperspirant. Some of us are very sensitive. You need to have your brand and make sure that it's a full bottle. I actually went on a 15-night cruise. Thought I had a half a bottle and it was empty in the first few days. Not a great way to be. So then these are things that are kind of random, but I always like to have, and I talked quickly about that before. These are magnets, and we'll do a whole thing on why people love to bring magnets on board a cruise ship. But then I have my face care separated out. So if I just need to be washing my face, I don't want to be digging through a whole thing that has all of my stuff in it. I want to be able to quickly grab that and get that out of the way, especially if you're sharing a cabin or a bathroom with another lady. Everybody's got their products. It's easy to just grab and go that way.